going to show you a fun little feature that Google Docs has that's kind of nice, especially if your students have a document with some difficult words or information they're trying to find. I found a document that would be good for this. So what I'm going to do is upload it. It was a PDF. I found it under Google Scholars, and let me grab it real quickly here. Dropbox, Miss, and it's on genetics. So I wanted something that would have some difficult concepts or difficult words. So genetics example. And the key thing to use what I'm going to show you is you've got to make sure it converts completely to a Google Doc. So I tried to pull up some earlier documents I already had in my drive, and they were in Word format or PDF format, and the tool doesn't work for that. It's got to be completely Google Doc. So you've got to make sure all these are checked. 1, 2, 3. And one thing nice about that too is it means it's not going to take up any space on Google Drive, so it doesn't count as part of that 2, 3, or 4 gigabytes or whatever it is you have. And you see it uploads fairly fast. And that's my example for what I want to show you. So I'm going to pull it up this way. It's another reason I like having it in here. So genetics example, click on it. And here's a PDF. Now this one's going to look a little funny. I found it from a site, and this was the window that showed the original document. And I think it considered the first page as a picture. So when I click on this, I can't access anything. But if I go down to the next page, because like I said, this was in the picture, the first frame kind of advertising the article, and the rest comes up as regular or regular text. Actually, no, it looks like this one too. But fortunately, this one came up as regular text. And most things will come up as text. Now, let's say for some reason you sent this to one of your high schoolers, which I doubt you would. But there are going to be science and math texts, and if you have your students read Chaucer for English, anything that has maybe a little higher level vocabulary or unfamiliar vocabulary than what they're used to. So let's look to see what this means. So they're reading through it. Let's say you flipped your classroom or whatever, and they're like, what the heck is this? Well, now if they're in Google Docs, they can highlight the word, go to tools, and hit research. And just right within the document, it's going to bring this information up. And truthfully, I had no idea these were worms. When I first brought the site down, I should have remembered that, but I didn't. And what I like, so they can also go, I usually right-click and open a new tab. It's just my habit. And now they can go and look and see what that is. And they have a nice little, they get a great example, a nice little animated example of what these things are. And they can now, so a heck of a lot more information than just trying to read that article. And as they go through, so let's see, and you can see sometimes it doesn't always convert the words in the best way, but if you're just trying to save something, still have it convert if you think you want to use this tool. Let's see I'm just kind of curious what this might bring up. So research and global dynamical. There's a few things that they can look up. Mainly, it looks like mainly books and different things like that. But you get the point. You get the picture here. And I'm curious. Yeah, it looks like every other one. If I had gotten it directly from UNLV, I'll bet it would have been a better. Oh, here's another one. I know that, but let's see what they say when you bring it up in research. Now, notice it's not necessarily Google Scholar. It's just Google. So you're not going to find, sometimes they do pull up Google Scholar stuff, but it's not going to be a place where you would want to go for academic research as much. But it just helps you define some of those words. And like I said, especially help your students if they kind of get caught and they're having to do some reading on their own. So there you go, another nice reason to use Google Docs for your students.